Hey, good morning, GCC. It's Friday morning, and I'm sitting out here on the deck. The girls are inside doing some school, and Liza's running around everywhere, and that's just kind of life right now. That's the way life has been for a little bit now, some time, and this pandemic has kind of thrown everything for a loop a little bit. And I know many of you, some of you have started coming to Sunday mornings, and others of you are staying home, continuing to watch online. And Bethel started to use our building, and they had a great launch this past week. And so the church is regathering, and I know many of you are not yet there, and we're not trying to guilt you into that. We want you to make decisions that are best for your family. But I want to challenge everybody, and that while church has looked vastly different than it ever has before, the mission remains the same. Jesus still tells us to go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in my name, and teaching them to obey all that I've commanded you. And he says, I'm going to be with you. And so that I'm going to be with you is he's with us no matter what happens. He's with us in crisis. He's with us in pandemics. He's with us in the midst of family struggles. And the mission's still the same. And the way that we would say it here at GCC, the mission is to help people know, love, and follow Jesus. It's everything we do. How are we helping people know, love, and follow Jesus? And so the question that I have for you is, who are you praying for? Who are you praying for to help know, love, and follow Jesus? Even in the midst of such times, there are people that are lost. There are people that need Jesus. And so who are you praying for? Who's your one or two people that need Jesus in the midst of such times? And as a church, we want to provide opportunities for people to meet Jesus. And that's why we're doing Rooted. Rooted is great because, one, as believers, maybe you've been a believer for a long time, Rooted is going to help strengthen your faith. It may not teach you anything new, but it's going to deepen that which you already know. And you'll get to meet some new people along the way, and we need each other. And so, man, if you haven't signed up for Rooted, if you've never taken that, please do so. And maybe you're sitting back and you have some concerns on how we're going to social distance. Sam would be glad to talk to you a little bit more about that and explain what that's going to look like. We're trying to do things in a safe manner in the midst of these times. But maybe there's somebody that's lonely, that's isolated. Man, Rooted would be a great experience for them to get plugged into. Maybe they're not ready to come back on a Sunday morning, or maybe this person is not ready to attend on a Sunday morning, but maybe they would attend a small group, a Rooted group. And it might be online. We're shooting for live in-person Rooted groups right now. And it might be what somebody needs to know Jesus. So who is that person that you can invite? The last thing that I want to talk to you about is we know that our kids are so important to raise them up in the faith. And we have to be intentional about it. And so we are working towards re-engaging our kids' ministry. We're shooting for September 13th. But one thing we're trying to find out is where are you at in that? If you are a parent, if you're a grandparent, if you're a guardian, what are you thinking about as we're thinking about re-engaging kids ministry? Are you going to come? Are you planning on bringing your kids? We know there are some families that haven't come yet because it'd be too hard for them to sit with their little ones in the main service. And so we want to hear from you. How many kids are we going to expect? Because we also need to think through our volunteers, and we need to think through the number of classrooms and trying to social distance and all that stuff. And so Hannah and her team have created a survey that we want you to take, and it's simple, 4 questions. And you'll see that link on social media attached to this video. You'll see it on the email that will go out. And we want you to take that very quick survey and let us know. But then also with that is we're looking for more volunteers. We don't want to turn anybody away from children's ministry, and we're going to have to cap some of the rooms due to social distancing. And so that means that we would like to have more teachers so that we can have more classroom space, more classes available, and so that when a room gets filled, we can easily open up another class and not turn anybody away. Why? Because we want people to know, love, and follow Jesus. But that means we're going to need volunteers to make that happen. And so my challenge is to you as a parent. Maybe you as a parent, you haven't done anything with kids ministry yet, volunteered. I would encourage you to kind of think that through. And the thing is there a risk? Absolutely, there's a risk. We can't social distance in kids ministry like we can with adults. And so, yes, there's a risk. And, we want you to make the best decision. We also want to let you know that, man, we're trying to help people know, love, and follow Jesus to the best way possible. And I think about what Jesus said, that, we got to pick up our cross, deny ourselves, and follow him. Man, in this pandemic, we are learning that. And volunteers are going to learn that. And so we're going to need help. And so take the survey and let us know so that we can be best prepared. Help us to help people know, love, and follow Jesus. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye, church.